What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Welcome to another episode of Command This Podcast, episode 411 for Dev, Phil, and myself.
What up? Boys are back in town.
I've been here for the most of them. I just want to put that on record. I wonder, though.
We struggled there for a little bit, but, you know, life happens. Life be lifing. That's how it goes.
I wonder, though, who you think has been at most of the Command This Podcasts? All the way back to the Washington Command of the Addicts.
I would probably give it to Phil. I'd say Phil is, you know, when you and I got shit going
I was on night shift.
I got it. So
Yeah.
I mean, I ran the Phil streams. I've done Command This.
We had lung aids for a while, man.
We did. It's always something, I guess. You know how it goes. Get this stuff shared in some.
I'm on my road now.
But yeah, look, we got Yam in the chat. What's going on, Yam? Good to see you, brother. Long time no see. Hope all is well. You know, we're here in the DMV, man. Even further down in Virginia, where Phil is, man, we've been snowed in. It's been.
You got to work today?
I went to work for about 4 hours today. My kids are out of school though, so like my wife and I are like tag team.
I work remote. I didn't miss a day.
Today was my first day back, man. Just to put this in perspective, it normally takes. I have to be at work at 6 a.m. I leave here at 5:45, sometimes 5:50, and I get there early. That's how close I live to work, Steve. Right. Now today, I went to work at 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
I got there 5 minutes till 6. It took me that long to get out of my neighborhood, bro. That's how bad it was. And I did drive the Challenger also, which is fucking nuts. But I did, and I slid sideways 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I never got turned around. Luckily for me, no one was on the road then. So it's 5 something in the morning. No one was out. There's somebody behind me, like pretty far back. But other than that, I had to cross a train track and dip down. That was pretty gnarly. The train track area was just complete ice. I basically just zero gas it over there, just slid over it.
Yeah, just full send.
But when I got on campus, work campus, it was pretty boned. I could go. I wore my spikes. I wore my shoe spikes in to work. Cause I'm not gonna get caught on camera falling. I'm way too cool and popular at work, dog. I can't survive a fall. You know what I'm saying? I'm too cool.
I mean, you could. You could.
No, they would joke. Difference like
what he's really saying is his rep can't survive a fall.
His was cool.
He's not cool anymore.
I'm way too friendly with people in there, bro. Like they would laugh at me out loud when they saw me. Like most people falling there, they were like, "Oh, that's a dude over there that fell." They would just like snicker amongst themselves. But if I fell, nigga, as soon as I walk in, everyone's like, "Ah!" And then when they have the assembly in the mornings, they have it. Hey, and earlier news today at GM, Dev fell outside in the ice. That all would happen, man. So I can't let it happen.
That's fair.
What it is. That's why I didn't run hurdles in high school, man. I was too cool to run hurdles, man. I can't risk falling over a hurdle, man, because I know what I would do if one of my friends fell over a hurdle. You know what I'm saying? I would. My baby's mama, number one, fell over a hurdle, and she wasn't even my baby's mama at the time. We were in high school. You know what I'm saying? But she fell over a hurdle, man, in high school, man, and I bagged on her forever. When I see her at places, I still bag on her about that shit 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Of course.
Now, down my way, totally different deal. Like, we got about a foot of snow, and overnight, it was like deep freeze, so it became ice. So, like, I went out during the last hour, it was snowing and sleeting, shoveled out my driveway. But I could only get to a certain point, because once you get to the lip, because it dips down where the drain is, it was deeper, it was solid, like you could not move it. So I let it deep freeze overnight, came back out the next morning. I got up at 4:30 in the morning, and it was solid ice. I was able to take the metal edge, little metal blade in the front of my shovel.
Yep.
I'm chopping out base blocks, scooping them out. My driveway was clean by 5:30 in the morning because I was like, I am not missing a day at the gym.
Did you take the blade out of your boot in which you cannot return unless there is blood?
My back is still sore, man. I don't know about y'all.
Steve didn't get it, man.
I did not get it.
Man, from Zach and Nora, the little dude that owned the donut shop. He said, I take my blade out from 40-year-old virgin.
Oh,
The Indian dude, I took the blade out and I cannot return it.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm just excited about draft possibilities, new coaches, and coordinators. We're gonna talk about that here tonight, man.
Yes, we are.
And you a fella around the corner. That's right. Defenders. Go Defenders. Go Defenders.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that exists.
Yeah.
Tia, what's going on, Tia?
I want to see Sean Taylor's brother on the team too, right?
Maybe. Tia, did you get any snow where you are? Yeah, it says he's been off all week. Couldn't even get out of the neighborhood till today. Cars are stuck on the side of the road in a few places. My beef right now is, in Montgomery County, it's like north of Phil, south of me. He's in Northern Virginia, a little bit south. The main road's like I live off New Hampshire Avenue. It's a three-lane road going both ways. The problem is the snowplow has taken the entire right lane, and that's the snow lane now. Right. So it's down to 2 lanes. And people just kind of forget it. In some parts of it, it's a 3rd lane, and then all of a sudden the snow just shows back up. Then it's back in the 2nd lane. And in my neighborhood, it's 2 lanes and shoulders. People park on the shoulders. Yeah. Well, they were gone. They came back, and now you can't just park your car in the lane and say that's the shoulder. But
I've been to your house, so I know what you're saying. You basically park on the street.
Yes, that's what you're doing. And so you're like serpentine in between cars doing that, and it gets me so mad.
Are they like plowing the snow up against cars? That'd be fucking.
Oh yeah, my car is plowed in completely. I didn't even bother digging it out.
Do you not have a driveway?
I have a single car driveway. It took me about 3 hours to undig that the other day, but I was just like I was like stabbing it with my shovel.
We got this Mexican nigga down here, man. He doing for $25. He's doing everybody's neighborhood up here.
Up here, man.
Man, bro.
Jim says, "What's up, fellas? Packing for a trip to the."
I feel odd asking him to come over here and remove ice, though. You know.
Which ice you talking about?
Yeah. Hey, man, I got this problem with ice. Yeah, man. I'm like, hang up on you.
Yeah. Tia said, "No, we got ice."
That's right.
I don't know which one you're talking about. Yeah. Going to the Alps, Jim. You going to the Alps? Like, where are you going, bro? And how do
that's rich. That's rich.
Colorado is nice.
Wait a minute. You're going to the Alps for snowboarding. Jim, aren't you black? I've never heard of black people going to the Alps for snowboarding.
I've done it. I've done it once.
Yeah. But they grew up in California.
I try to stand on skis. I can't even stand up in them.
Yeah. And also, before I get Hoosiers, you must be talking Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean JMU Bloomington?
JMU West?
SEC that I'm talking for one ACC and one Big Ten team to win it.
Yeah.
To go.
Another storm is coming. I hope not. We're in single digits tomorrow.
Yeah, we got
5 degrees, and the next day it's 2 degrees is our low.
We got 2 to 3 inches coming Saturday or Sunday. Pause.
Yeah, we're not even getting thawed out. So I'm saying it's going to be 2 degrees on Friday, Saturday morning. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, we're not getting thawed out either, and that's
Iceland.
Snow's going to cover it up. That's going to be sad.
He's in Spotsylvania, out of the wilderness before Orange County.
What the fuck is Spotsylvania? Y'all making up
down 95 south.
Can I put Spotsylvania in Google Maps?
Of course. I know like 3 people that live
there. My ex-wife lives in Spotsylvania Courthouse.
That sounds like some place you car wrecks on the side of
he's going to Austria, bro.
People there eat people. Some shit.
Austria, good man.
How you say that? Austria?
Ishgol. I'm going to UK at the end of the month for 10 days for work. But
that sounds like a disease you get if you don't eat enough bread.
Yeah. Have fun, man. I hear it.
Go get the Ishgol, boy, Rachel.
3 straight Big Ten natties. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
and I love the NIL strategy that what's the coach's name? Phil, coach's name, JMU.
Signetti? Or are you talking about the curve?
No, Signetti. Signetti took advantage of the NIL process, got a bunch of 1-2-star recruits, maybe 3 from JMU, pulled them over there, and people are like, well, that's not fair because their average age of their team is 23, where ours is only like 18 or 19. That's your own fault for getting all these 4-star recruits who play 1 year, 2 years, and leave. This team is this team is experienced. They play 4 and some 5 years of eligibility. So good on him for outsmarting the system. I hope more coaches do that. Almost like not the Bad News Bears, but it's like, none of those guys are. I don't think they had any 5-star recruits on that team. They had a dude from Maryland, Roman Hemby. He was the running back at University of Maryland last year.
The best thing happened in Indiana, let's be honest, though, is Mark Cuban being a don. Once they made NIL the thing, Mark Cuban can just put as much money he wants into his alma mater, dog. So there you have it, dog. It's all fair. It's all a fair playing ground now. Whenever all you have to do is have a rich donor or donors, man, and you can get all the finest of niggas to come to your school.
Why it's got to be regulated. All right, enough with the pleasantries. We finally have a defensive coordinator. Daronte Jones is our defensive coordinator. I mean, we saw a lot of different people potentially coming and going. I think we all had people who we wanted. I thought it was going to be what's his name, Al Harris from Dallas. The Chicago Bears.
Bears.
Defensive backs coach / pass game coordinator. Because Quinn worked with him. I really wanted it to be Harris or Carl Scott, who's in Seattle right now. I thought maybe we didn't have one because we were waiting on Carl Scott. He's in the Super Bowl, but they already interviewed him one time virtually. And out of nowhere, Daronte Jones from Minnesota. And when you actually dig into his past, he's got he's got some background, but just off the cuff, I'm going to be fully transparent and honest. I did not know who Daronte Jones was until this hire.
Daronte Jones, by the way, might be the second most blackest name I've ever heard in my life.
First one, Sean Deveronchier.
that is. First of all, fuck you. But secondly, that's my third now. It was my second. But now, Daronte Jones. Next, Draymond Green is number 1, bro. It's nothing
Draymond?
Nothing blacker than Draymond Green. It's the whole name together. You know what I'm saying? I feel like his middle name is Lamont. Like, I don't know if that's I don't know. Alexa, what's Draymond Green's middle name?
Jermaine.
Draymond Green's middle name is Jamal.
Jamal.
Whoa.
Draymond Jamal Green.
That's the blackest name in the history of black folks, bro.
Oh man, that's funny.
What's your middle name, Steve?
I got 2. I have a regular name and a Chinese family.
Hold on, before we start this, because I gotta get the chuckle out because it's so I know I'm gonna laugh. But that feels like trans people saying their dead name, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No.
What's your dead name?
No. In many cultures, it's common to pass on a family name no matter what. So I get accustomed. Joseph is my name. That's mine. And my family name is Lang or Lung. Excuse me. That all my kids are middle name has 2 middle names too.
Hold on. So your name is Lung Lim?
Joseph Lung Lim. Liang.
Oh fuck! Nah, it's never. I'm never calling you Steve again. Lung Lim.
Call me Lung. Liang.
Lung Lim.
Yeah.
That's pretty gangster. That's like
all my kids have the same thing. So it gets in the Chinese tradition, it gets passed down. And in the Arabic culture too, it's very popular to get the name passed down.
Yeah, so. And go look at any Latino culture, especially Spanish speaking ones. They'll pass down 10,000.
What y'all saying is the trans folks took it from y'all. Y'all are responsible for trans folks' dead name. They got it from the Asian.
I guess so. Definitely.
I mean, it makes sense, lady boys. It makes sense.
How we go from middle names to lady boys? What are we doing? What are we doing? I do.
Lady boys are cool.
Yes, they are. You're going to bank.
That is a wild sentence to try to transition out of this conversation.
Very cool. I'm sure that's it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's perfect girl for some guys. You know what I'm saying? You can play 2K and look at titties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I did a little searching on Daronte Jones myself.
Do you make your lady boy shovel snow?
Hey, you should see some of the transformations of those. It's insane.
It's the same body type. There's no transformation. They look exact. What are they changing?
Man, I don't know. I do not know.
This conversation went down a whole.
It did. All right, Daronte Jones. The good thing about Daronte Jones, he is a DC native. Did you know that? So he went to hold on, having a brain fart. He's from Capitol Heights, Maryland. So Capitol Heights is right next to North Westfield. It's Central Avenue, that whole area on the side.
He's a PG County dude.
PG County guy. Went to Bishop McNamara in Forestville, Maryland.
So he's probably like y'all's age. Y'all might have played him in football, bro.
He's 47. He's older than older than Phil and I, probably not.
Thank you for that, Steve.
I'm
Thank you, Long for
Jerome Shears.
Jerome. My middle name is not that black. It's Duran.
What is it?
Duran, like Duran.
Like Roberto Duran.
Yeah.
That works. He's 47 years old. He played college at Temple, and then he went to Morgan State for his last 4 years up and played cornerback. So his whole history is enshrined and grinded in being a defensive back. And when I go over this resume, you're gonna see this. So he had a couple high school gigs. He coached at Bowie State. He was the assistant head coach and D coordinator. UCLA quarterbacks coach.
My dad went to Bowie State.
Montreal Alouettes. I'm guessing it's Canadian football.
It's Canadian Football League. Yes, that's actually those are the current Alouettes are the former Baltimore Stallions.
Oh, no way.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. That's UCLA cornerbacks coach. The University of Hawaii, the Rainbow Warriors. The alma mater of Colt Brennan, a preseason hero. Secondary coach. He was also the assistant head coach there. Wisconsin Badgers, defensive backs coach. Then he went to the NFL, 2016. Miami Dolphins, assistant DB coach. Cincinnati Bengals, 18-19, cornerbacks coach. 2020, the COVID year, Minnesota Vikings, DB coach. Went down to LSU in 2021 to be the defensive coordinator. The next year at Minnesota, came back up to the Vikings to be the DB coach. And then he was DB coach and pass game coordinator from 2023 to 2025. And now he is our defensive coordinator. So we now have two coordinators who have never officially called plays. And we chatted about this. This is a move that a head coach would normally do in the first year, right? This is his third year. This is a guy who's not going to get fired. Dan Quinn's not going anywhere.
Do you think if he has another 5-win season, he goes nowhere?
I think he's perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
It might get warm.
Like, you don't think he's getting the diabetes tingles in the feet?
Nah.
He'd have to be like 2008 Lions. Terrible.
He might all right, let me take this off.
I guess I know a lot of people were discounting losses because we had like a massive hit of injuries.
I gotta say, look at San Francisco. They figured it out, but that shows that I think the argument is our depth of our roster was bad, and that's on the general manager.
And just because
well, depth is something you can build. You have to build over time.
Just because your coach is better, don't mean our coach isn't good either.
No, exactly. I mean, we're only in year 2. How many years does it take to rebuild the roster?
I mean, that current 49er structure has been put together over 7 years.
Yeah,
it has some shitty years too.
Yeah,
it's a totally different deal.
Yeah,
and if you go on top of that too, I mean, unless he's like Hugh Jackson with the Browns bad, he ain't going anywhere. I mean, it has to literally be just the absolute pits of awful.
And it's funny because Jim Harbaugh. Hold on, I got my coaches mixed up. Which one's in LA and which one's in just left Baltimore and went to
Baltimore's coach went to the is from
Jim Harbaugh.
Tennessee, right? Not Tennessee, but Giants.
Giants. Yes.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh went to the Giants. Todd Monken was his OC in Baltimore. Todd Monken was going to be his OC in New York. Todd Monken got hired to be the Cleveland Browns head coach. And remember, a couple of years ago, he talked so much shit about he used to coach in Cleveland. He's like, this place is it's a dumpster fire. Who would want to coach? And all of a sudden, it's just like when Myles Garrett said before the season started, I want to win Super Bowls. I don't want to go to the Hall of Fame. Therefore, I request a trade. Exactly, Phil. Money talks, son. Money talks. Lil C, what's going on? Says he loves the moves. Loves the mood for Jones and how people are saying how Jones likes his defense. He has that high-level player on the back end like Harrison Smith. Right. So believe the pick is Caleb Downs at 7. But a lot of people are arguing, Sonny Styles. George Sunil said it last week on the show, and a lot of people are saying Sonny Styles from Ohio State might be that guy too. But Caleb Downs, I don't think you can go wrong with him. Regardless, our DBs will play better. And I don't think Marshawn Lattimore will be here. So it's going to be a revised defensive back room, I think. And, from what I was able to gather, First off, Jim Sleaze says Dev's middle name is Durant.
Oh,
We were the most injured team and had no depth at coaching. It's
He
true, man.
says Duran is not a black name. You realize though that if you just take the N and replace it with a G, it's Durag.
that's racist.
That's true. That's true.
Speaking of racism, do you think like
Oh, here we go, Dev.
I like how Dev's immediately like,
you think racist
racism.
gay Mexicans roll,
right, just stop.
roll the R?
This is why,
roll the R, hard R.
this is why we can't advertise.
Nigger. I always
Okay,
wondered that.
Daronte Jones, Capitol Heights, Maryland. He's a
I'm weird.
local guy. We went over his coaching history, but what does that mean? Here's some of the. This is what I've gathered, and I hope I'm wrong. Hope I'm not wrong from what some of the coaches that he's coached under. So Vance Joseph, when he was on the Dolphins, Vance Joseph was known. So it goes back to what sort of scheme is Daronte Jones going to run as the Commander's DC? Well, these few coaches might kind of give you an idea. So Vance Joseph, and when he was on the Dolphins, straight up NFL defensive fundamentals and focused heavily on secondary development. Mike Zimmer, the former Vikings head coach, disciplined, aggressive defensive identity. Now, I don't want to be cheesy because how many of our quarters said, "Oh, we're going to be violent. We're going to attack the football." I mean, yeah, we've all seen it. Jack Del Rio said it. Joe Witt said it. Greg Minuski said it. Like they all said it. But I got to see something. Brian Flores, highly respected defensive coordinator and former Miami Dolphins head coach. He blends multiple fronts and emphasizes versatility and pressure concepts. Jones worked with him in Minnesota for multiple seasons.
Has he already given a press conference?
I don't think so.
I was like, I missed that shit.
Maybe. But what Jones might bring to the table, we talk. So he's gonna clearly it's gonna be a focus on the secondary, which is a huge weak spot for us. But coverage, versatilities in coverage, disguising coverages. We haven't had that in a while. How many corner blitzes have we seen out of this defense over the years?
Not enough.
Not enough. Disguising coverages.
Here's the weird thing. We saw it a lot more in 2024.
Did.
We saw it not at all in 2025. Because I remember Igbo was coming off of the corner a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I think they had to leave people in coverage because all the DBs and safeties at one point are all on the IR. So it's like all the guys you would depend on to be there when you do blitz at Igunashi or whatever.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be back there. You just leaving your guys out to dry. By the way, y'all know that Igbo was like a first round pick, bro.
He was a first round pick for was it Miami?
Somebody says that every other podcast.
Miami or Pittsburgh? I don't remember.
I think I learned it on here. Maybe.
I said it last week.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. I was remember I got that information.
Wow. At some point, inevitably comes up. It's like, yeah, he was a first round pick. Yeah, it was
crazy.
2 weeks before that, my buddy who's a Dolphins fan was like, yeah, and we wasted a first round pick on Tua. We wasted a first round pick on Igbenabi. And I was like, oh yeah, thank you for that guy.
We appreciate
pretty serviceable third corner.
Yes,
appreciate y'all reaching on that one.
He is also. Let's see, what else did they say? They said so a blending of modern and traditional styles. That's very open-ended, loose. It's loose. I don't even know what that means. Being that he did coach in college. You're right. He did coach in college. Now he's in the NFL. Adaptability, communication. Apparently he's really big on communication, and it was clear on the field. How many times did you see our guys lost or not communicating, or, hey, this is your zone, not my zone? We saw it every game. So if they can improve the communication front, but the biggest thing about Daronte Jones and David Blau, they've never called plays before. So I'm just so curious how the dynamic is going to work with two first-time coordinators and why they chose Daronte Jones over someone like Al Harris. I would love to know the decision calculus and something like that, because I really thought Al Harris or Carl Scott were going to be the guys. Let's see. Yam says AP needs to learn to admit his mistakes and move on, unlike Ron and company. Fair. Jones will be first aggressive DC since Greg Williams. Ooh, Marcus throwing it back. Greg Williams. That's a name we were just talking about Greg the other day. We looked him up. He was one of the DC Defenders defensive coordinator, and then he went to college somewhere. I think he's coaching at HBCU, right? I think we talked about this. And then Lil C says Rick Woolen is the cornerback who we should sign in free agency to replace Marshawn Lattimore. So Lil C, and here in a minute we're going to talk about free agents, and we're going to talk about stuff just like that, biggest positions. But Phil, Daronte Jones, man, what do you think?
I think it's a bold move that we're going to go with two coordinators with no coordinating experience, but both of them come from interesting backgrounds in terms of who they coached under. You know, on offense, we got a guy who's familiar with Jaden Daniels, which is good because that helps with some continuity with Jaden's development.
Yeah.
On defense, we're bringing in a guy who was under Vance Joseph. He was under Brian Flores. This is a guy who has been around some aggressive defensive coordinators and had to coach players to fit that scheme. So I imagine that you talk about blending schemes, all this other stuff. There's going to be more aggressiveness. There's going to be some carryover from that because that's what he knows.
Right.
That's what he's learned. That he's had to coach for. His natural inclination should be that way. I mean, obviously, I'm prognosticating here. I can't sit there and say it's absolutely going to be this. I'm just going off of, well, if his past experience is any indicator, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I think Blau is going to be. Blau's the one who's really the one I'm looking at with a more critical eye, because I think Jones is going to be all right just because of the fact that young defensive coordinators that come from the kind of background that he has, they tend to do pretty well. They don't usually blow their opportunity. It's the offensive coordinator, and realistically, if this defense can just go from where it was to average, that's a massive improvement.
Yeah.
If they're average, if they are 16th in points allowed, 16th in run yards allowed, 16th in passing yards allowed, that's fine. I will take that because that is way better than what we have had.
Yeah.
I would like to see if he can create a defense that forces more turnovers.
That would be nice.
It has been a long time since we've had a defense that was really a turnover machine type of defense. I mean, you saw a lot of that. The last time we really had a defense like that was under Richie Pettibone. Ever since then, we've been, mostly bottom half of the league every year in terms of turnovers forced.
You've had some flashes.
Yeah, you only have 1 year where you get a few extra bounces your way, but generally speaking, we're in the lower half, and you got in order to win the turnover battle, you can't be just you protect the ball. You got to force the other team to make mistakes. So there's a couple ways you can do that. I think Jones is the type of guy who comes from a coaching tree that emphasizes the kind of pressure and the kind of playmaking that you force turnovers. So we'll see if that continues. Blau, on the other hand, because of the fact that we have a young quarterback still being developed, he's the one I'm really looking at very carefully, just because it's like, hey, buddy, you just got handed the keys to a Ferrari. You have not had your license very long, but we think you can drive.
Do you know what traction control is, son?
Turn that shit off because you're going to need to spin some tires and get going fast.
But with the defense feel like I read a stat that our 8 of the 11 starters were over 28. So clearly this defense has to get younger and faster. That has to happen. And that's on Adam Peters. That's his job, whether it's in free agency, which we're going to talk about here shortly, or through the draft. And, a guy like Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles or Ruben Bain, or, that's how you're going to do it. Who's the heir apparent to Bobby Wagner? All these questions that remain. Like, is Bobby Wagner even coming back? I got a feeling he is, man, just because they love their veterans. I don't know if it's the right call, but I think Bobby Wagner's coming back.
I think Bobby Wagner, if he does come back,
and Debo.
Well, Debo's offense. We're going to talk defense.
Maybe Bobby Wagner will fit into this sort of defense.
That's what I was going to say. If they can create a defensive scheme where Bobby Wagner, in the position he will be in, has to do what Bobby Wagner does well, which is attack the gap, north south, and pound the run game. He
Not
is
be in
really,
coverage every passing.
if it's a pass play, you're blitzing. If it's a run play, you chase the ball carrier. He's still a great run defender.
Absolutely.
But it's just if I'm looking at like if that quarterback drops back, blitz. I don't care what the coverage call is. You blitz. Defenders.
Same with Luvu too. He's one of the best. Was one of the best off-ball linebackers, and I felt like we put Luvu in a box this year. Look, nothing like his 2024 self. Nothing. How do you go from all-pro to being irrelevant? Explain that shit, because I can't. And it's scheme. Luvu did not forget how to play. He was misutilized. That's the bottom line.
I do think that Luvu aside, but I think Wagner and a couple other guys who are older, like they didn't show their age in 2024. They turned back the clock. The clock caught back up with them in 2025. When you play better than you should at your age 1 year, and that clock catches up, it makes it look like the fall off is even grander.
Yep,
because of that.
Hey, just a friendly reminder, guys, to hit that like button for us on the YouTubes. That would greatly appreciate it. Help with the algorithm to get the reach further out. Dev, what's your thoughts on Daronte Jones, man? Before we move on, how you feeling about him?
I don't know.
Don't know him either.
I'm hoping he brings more of a Flores style defense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to see what we're gonna have to play with.
Yeah.
Any kind of style he has, what we have now isn't going to cut it. So,
and how will Mikey and Trey Amos respond to
I
a
don't
new
care
coach?
what
Who's secondary focus though? Like they're going to be in the spotlight.
Caleb Downs, come here, man. Where's Mikey going to go?
Caleb Downs is the safety.
So is Quan Martin, right?
You can do whatever you want with Quan Martin. It can be the backup safety. And then
you can't be any worse than Percy Butler was,
right? And then Revo getting some snaps actually was pretty damn good. A little rusty to start, but once Revo got in the game, man, that dude laid some pipe.
I like Revo. I don't know if I want him starting.
I think there's plenty of opportunities for him to play situational football on the field.
You do realize the reason why Cam Curl is not on this team is because of Reeves.
Well, they probably felt that he could provide.
When Curl got hurt that 1 year, Reeves stepped in, and remember we were all like, "Oh my God, he's just as good as Cam Curl."
This is
amazing.
So
he did when it was 2020 or 2020. It was 2021, I believe it was.
I just don't believe no one ever said that.
Games, and we felt that the play from the strong safety position did not fall off at all. And I think he's kind of been living off that ever since. It's like,
yeah,
this guy's pretty good. We may not need Cam Curl. We've got a cheaper Cam Curl over here.
So I think Yam has it. It's the Jeremy Chin was a huge factor for this defensive secondary last year, and then with him departing, no one filled that spot.
I disagree.
We lost both safeties, right?
Will Harris did fill that spot
when
he played.
Right.
He was hurt because I will say this: when Will Harris came back, look how much better that secondary got.
Oh, way better. Way better.
We all noticed it. We're like, holy crap, why are they playing last time? We went, it's Will Harris.
Yeah. Way better.
Will Harris. That's the reason why this secondary has been crap. He was the glue. He was the straw that stirs the drink.
Yep.
So apparently, luckily we got him back. Cool. Hopefully he stays healthy. I mean, a lot of it is whoever we have. If they're healthy, great. If they're not, man, we got to do a better job of filling next man up. Or, hey, take some of these guys who have been starters, have experience, play at least marginally well, make them the backups. So you don't have as much of a dramatic fall off when a starter gets hurt. So they got a former starter in there.
That's right.
So I'm with you on that. It's kind of like how the 49ers built their system. They built that over time. Replaced parts, added parts.
Yeah.
It was never just subtraction.
Yep. Marcus says both Blau and Jones have installed offense and defense. They will come with fresh innovation in offense and defensive concepts. I hope so, man. The fresh blood is always welcome. Always welcome. And AP's got to do his part too. Cam Madrano got the skills, got to play in Jones' system, speed and coverage skill. The problem is he didn't get any opportunities last year because of Bobby Wagner. How many? We could probably look. Yeah, how many? We could probably look up how many snaps did Kane Medrano get. I would bet it's probably under 30. I don't even know. I have no idea.
Give me just a minute. I am curious. I'm going to look it up.
He was injured for a while too, though. It's got to be minimal, 30 to 30. I don't even know. I'll say 33. I don't know if you want to count special teams, maybe a little bit more, but
let's see what we can find out here. Number of snaps played.
Kane Medrano. What did he play? While we wait for that, Yam said Quan stunk it up. I blame a lot on scheme and Chin being gone. Yeah, they were dialed in. Dev, what do you think Kane Medrano's snap count was last year? Total.
I can say exactly how many snaps he had.
38.
7.
Had 133.
133.
I
couldn't remember him at all. And I wonder
you guessed that
hold on. How many do you know how many of those snaps were on special teams?
Out of 130 what? How many?
Out of 133.
I'd say
127. You're close. 133.
So he played no field time on defense.
Nope. So zero snaps on defense.
Just a teams guy. Oh man. Okay.
Like McGee did the first year, and now we're counting on him.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay, guys. So we talked about free agents, right? We talked about positions of need for you guys. Phil, let's start with you. What is one position that we know we need to upgrade? And what do you think is the most important update? Edge. Okay.
Edge. Yeah. Even with Dorrance Armstrong back, I want another start. I know Deatrick Wise was out too. I'm as good as Deatrick Wise looked in the couple games he played. I want a bona fide stud at edge. I want somebody who is going to get me, 10, 12 sacks and 35 pressures.
Right. Here you go.
The thing is that you put a guy like that on the opposite side of Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong was playing his best ball with Wise at the other end, and Wise is not a star. Yeah. So that just makes Dorrance better.
So first and foremost, I want to preface this with the Commanders have the 6th most cap space going into next year with $68.8 million. Now, there's still transactions to be had where you can free up more money, like Marshawn Lattimore or Deron Payne restructure, or there's options around to where you can create more space. So we're going into next year, $68.8 million. And I don't know the cap increase for next year either. So that also plays a role into what's available. That being said, so Phil, you said edge rusher is your number one target for free agency. Here's who we're dealing with. Trey Hendrickson at the top. We dealt with the Trey Hendrickson drama this offseason coming from the Bengals. He barely played. His market value, what it says according to Spot Track, is $25.4 million. 31-year-old edge rusher, 8 years of experience. Khalil Mack is still around. Odafe Owe from the Chargers. He's only been league for 4 years. He sounds like he's going to get a hefty payday. Khalil Mack, Kwity Paye from Indianapolis. He's going to get a big payday. Joey Bosa still running around. After that, I don't know what you're really getting after Joey Bosa. Tremont Jones, Malcolm Kuntz, Joseph Asai. None of these guys. Probably,
a lot of guys who have name value that they're older. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
So would you target any of these top 5 guys?
I like Kwity Paye, actually. I think he's somebody I like coming out of college. I think that.
Say what, Dev?
I'm going Trey Henderson day one. Day one, I'm in. I'm 840.
I mean, it would be a game changer.
I'm going all out.
2-3 year deal. He probably wants a minimum 3-year deal. He
wants. That's what I'm giving him.
He reminds me of Ryan Kerrigan. I wonder if Ryan Kerrigan's going to survive this regime change. He's already survived 2 defensive coordinators. Can he survive a third? I don't know. We shall see. So Phil said Quiddy Pay. All right, 27 years old, 4 years of experience, expecting around 17.8 million. That's not a bad value for an edge rusher these days.
I'm not doing it because the reason I'm not doing it is I'm tired of getting guys to get their first time having to
a payday
to do something. Yeah, I need a guy that's already doing it.
So you need a guy coming into
I don't need no more
third. You need a third contract guy.
I don't need no more Dorrance Armstrongs, bro. I don't need that, dog. I need guys bonafide Pro Bowl, All Pro day one when you step in, dog. I need that day one, bro.
It's gonna cost you.
You got the money.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do with it? Go 5-12?
Averages 7 sacks a season. You know, that's pretty solid.
That is pretty solid.
Man, I am pretty solid, bro. If I would have asked your woman to describe your love making and she said pretty solid, you know what I'm saying? That's not what you want to fucking hear, bro.
I mean,
hey, look, there's a lot of guys our age that cannot get pretty solid. All right, that's what they make Blue Q for.
As an edge rusher, if he's really an edge, and I don't know what scheme he played in, going back to 2021, here's his sacks: 4, 6, 9, 8, 4. He looks like he's played almost every game in his career except for 2022. He missed a couple games for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Oh, damn, we can't get him. Lord knows if he gets injured, suddenly everybody's going to say he's a bust. We should have never signed him.
Like you talking about Quiddy Pay?
Yeah, he's played almost every game in his career in his 5 years. So
fuck that. I don't want that dude, man.
He's a first round pick. He's a first round pick out of Michigan. So he's got the pedigree. I don't know.
Mid.
All right.
Trey Henderson.
Yem says all these weird draft picks AP makes them dudes don't even get to play. Yeah, that's the frustrating part. Why draft
I almost feel like that was the plan. I'm really beginning to feel like because there's been so much of this steady as she goes. I'm like, it's almost like it has to be intentional.
And that could be fair. I just wish that would be communicated to us, because if that's the plan, hey, cool, no problem. But now we're left to our own devices and speculations, and we're like, your drafting just sucks. But if that's the plan the whole time, hey, go for it.
I mean, and I'm maybe playing a little bit devil's advocate here, but it's like I would think that if things weren't working out, you'd feel more panic.
Yeah,
you'd feel that urgency of, oh shit, we gotta move on.
Yeah,
you don't get that from this front office. Just a thought. Like I said, I mean, we don't. It's an unknown. We don't know that.
Yeah. Yam says BP at 7 as free agency goes. Kenneth Walker would be a good addition to this team. I think Kenneth Walker would be a great addition to this team.
Yeah,
Kenneth Walker is about to go into he always seems to get hurt every year. Maybe I'm wrong.
I can't argue with that.
But it just feels like I think that's because
his mileage is a little lower than most running backs.
Yeah, but I feel like every year I get him in fantasy and then he misses time.
Yeah.
So Kenneth Walker did. I'm looking at.
Give me one more position, Phil. Before we go to Dev, just tell you what's another position we need to upgrade.
I'd really like to see us upgrade at linebacker.
Linebacker. Okay, we'll say linebacker. Here's the available linebackers.
What was the running backs?
We didn't go to. We can do running backs right after this. When you sort by average value, there you go. Devin Lloyd, 3 years. He's going to get a big
God, Devin Lloyd's in free agency every year.
He's only been in the league 3 years, and then
I know.
Hold on, let me look at his profile because I feel like that's the same.
The Bears, and they got traded to the Bears when they did it.
It's not Devin Lloyd. I'm thinking of Devin White. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, Devin White. That's the guy from the Bucks.
So Lloyd was the Bears, and then he was.
He feels like he's always in free agency.
Yeah, Devin White came in the league at 24 years old at 2022.
Bears, right?
Not a big sack guy. No, Jaguars.
Okay.
He's a linebacker who had 5 interceptions last year, though. One the year before and 3 in 2022.
After Lloyd, it's a lot of just solid guys. Like Quay Walker is a solid guy. There's
not a lot of replacements for Bobby though. If you look at this, like nothing's guaranteed. It's like I don't know. It's a bunch of gambles.
You bring Von Miller back?
At a lower price, probably. I mean,
It was low last
Kobe
time.
Dean. No, Kobe Dean's going free. Maybe a free agent,
Bro.
Yep.
If Nakobe Dean's available, give me Nakobe Dean. You could send Bobby Walker. You can send him to the streets. I would take Nakobe Dean in a heartbeat. Dad, I remember you and I were real big on Nakobe Dean coming out.
Y'all were drooling over some Nakobe.
My problem with that is who lets 25-year-old starting middle linebackers become unrestricted free agents.
Teams that finally are meeting the Grim Reaper of the salary cap.
That's right.
Yeah, but that's a guy you would be in Grim Reaper of the salary cap status for.
No, well, not when you have
25 years
Devontae
old.
Smith, not when you have to resign Dallas Goedert, not when you got AJ Brown under
Yeah, well, who's
contract.
going to be mounted linebacker there?
I'm just saying, not when you got to get ready to pay Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. You got to pay both of those guys, and you got to pay Zach Bond again. Like this is the calculus they're going to, and you got to pay Jordan Davis, and you got to pay Nolan Smith Jr.
Philadelphia does this where they'll let go of a bunch of guys.
They're stacked on defense, bro.
Oh, they let go of a bunch of guys, and you go, "Oh God, it's finally over for them," and then they just replenish.
That's the problem.
They have the kind of guy they'll let go just so they can get someone else.
Yeah, they have all these picks. They have all these
happens
picks.
like the new Cowboys. They do all that shit. Ain't gonna win nothing.
Yim says, we have no every down back for talking about Kenneth Walker. Do you deal with broker ribs?
I drafted one.
He's missed 10 games his total career. It feels like way more, only because from a fantasy perspective, but maybe I get him confused with Charbonnet, and
Charbonnet does be missing.
Charbonnet misses a lot of games, and maybe he just rubs off on him. But middle linebacker,
yeah, they never miss at the same time.
They don't. One of them's out for this. Who's out in the playoffs? It's Charbonnet's out.
Charbonnet,
right? Yeah. But give me Nakobe Dean off this list.
Yeah, I'm with
give me
you
Nakobe Dean.
Nakobe Dean.
I
Devin
Nakobe
Bush
Dean.
pretty dope.
Devin Bush wouldn't be bad, but other guys. I mean, Ellis, Caden Ellis is pretty good.
I feel like Devin Bush has kind of got the underachiever label on him. Like,
was
no,
he a Michigan guy?
Pick.
Where did he go to college?
Michigan.
Michigan. I thought he was a Michigan guy. Okay. Deb, what about you, man?
How old is Caden Ellis?
30. Caden Ellis is not bad. I watched him a few times in.
I mean, that would be an upgrade. That would be an upgrade in age, but I don't know.
Man, there's a couple good linebackers. I mean, they're young,
I wonder
Cody Schlesinger he just got drafted to Cleveland.
Was our DB ever in Atlanta?
That dude's gonna be great, Cody Schlesinger.
Was I know DC ever in Atlanta?
No,
he was in Atlanta. Oh, I thought he was in Atlanta before.
He was under Flores, Minnesota. I'm
thinking the other dude.
Yeah, not Raheem Morse.
Yeah, I was thinking Raheem Morse.
What's another position you
I think y'all talking about Kenneth Walker. Let's see who's on the running backs.
You want to see who's on the running backs? Okay.
Yeah, we was talking about Kenneth Walker earlier.
If we decide to update,
Cam is very big on Kenneth Walker. Let's see what's up there.
All right, lots of people. Breece Hall.
No.
Breece Hall. I like.
Time.
Banged up. Kenneth Walker. Rashad White wouldn't be a bad addition. He's been pretty durable. Has some
touchdown getter though.
But you also have to ask what do these guys bring that we don't have currently? And I don't know.
Rashad White is more like Bill.
Yeah. Javonte Williams.
That's what I like. If I got Travis Etienne, but like I said, it's kind of the guy you can't really give him 20 carries. You know what I'm saying? I know that's not the league anymore. I don't trust Rico Dowd's first half of the year last year.
Yeah.
Kenneth Gainwell proved a lot to me, but I mean, I don't know if that's a tremendous upgrade.
I mean, Javonte Williams had 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Yeah, if I could get Daronte Williams, that would be. I'm not for signing the running back in free agency, man. I'm not.
You could probably just draft one.
I am 100% sure you can. I'm not sure on it. Worst case, you end back up with the same niggas you had, and maybe pick back up. Pick back up your boy if he comes back.
I do. We'll say this. I can't. Rico Dowdle intrigues me.
He'd rush for 1,000 yards too.
Yeah, but Rico Dowdle is,
and he doesn't have the same mileage on that a lot of backs his age have.
That's because he can't, and that's been basically everywhere he's gone.
No, because he was a backup. Remember, he was a backup in Dallas.
But
he did not get injured at all the last couple years.
Right, but he's always a backup. You know what I'm saying? He's always a guy who
he took that start. What?
What's name took his job the end of the year in Carolina? He didn't end the year as a starter.
Chuba Hubbard?
Yeah, at the end of the year, Chuba was starting.
Chuba Hubbard that's because Chuba Hubbard came back from injury.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's the kind of role he has. He's a rotational backup dude. I feel like we got a whole team of them kind of motherfuckers now.
The question is, can Rico Dowdle do it if he became RB1?
Yeah, but if he's RB1, what's that? 11 carries? to the other
well,
deal getting 11.
Cliff ain't here no more, so we don't know how David Blau's gonna freak this. We don't know.
We don't know that.
We
but
know more about Daronte Jones's ideas.
I'm not
I
really
work
pressed
towards
at
running
running
back.
back. We had a top. I'm not really pressed at running back. We had top 5 rushing offense last year.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, McNichols ain't coming back. Austin Eckler ain't coming back.
Maybe.
Well,
like Algier would be okay. Like if you give me Algier and Bill, I'd be okay with that. I think Kareem Hunt's a starting running back. I think he's getting his career like
at 30
off the field stuff. I still think he's got it, man.
He doesn't have 30-year-old mileage.
Also don't have a body. Yeah, his body ain't.
Yeah.
I think he should be higher on that list.
Kamani Vidal's kind of nice too. If you watch him play,
but again, nice. You want to pay a premium dollar for a running back free agent? Or you at that level that you're gonna get a mid running back?
So Bill is the only one under contract. We have an option on C-Rod. He's restricted. If we choose to sign him, we can. So really, it's just Bill. No, there's no other backs under contract. So
no, McNichols is going to be a free agent.
You got to do something. You have to do something.
However we move forward, we need a guy that can catch the ball out of the backfield.
I go Algier.
Yeah.
Without McNichols, without Eckler, you really don't have that.
I like Travis Etienne. If we go committee, I like Travis Etienne. If we go guy that can carry the load, I want the nigga that was at Dallas last year. That's who I want. My number one free agent is George Pickens.
George Pickens, man.
Jorge Pickens.
Jorge.
Roll your R. No.
Yeah. GP, man. GP, George Pickens. Wouldn't be too bad. I would love to have him. We certainly have the money to pay. You could get him and Hendrickson and still have some money to play with.
You know who I don't want on this list? Alec Pierce. I'm tired of him. Why not? Because he's mid, dog. He's just gonna be a dude that gets like 35, 40 catches, dog. It's not. He doesn't impress me whatsoever, dog. It's again one of these guys we're saying, oh, let's buy low and hope he plays. It never works out for us, bro.
Maybe he was a byproduct of having Jonathan Taylor back there.
Name a time we've ever gotten a free agent that looked like he might be starting to be something, and he got here and was.
Hardly ever. It never happened.
Never happened. Almost never happens nowhere. Yeah. There's never been a receiver who was like a fringe 3 receiver, go somewhere and just be an all-star number 2. That almost exactly never happens. Like Brandon Ayuk will be a better pickup than Pierce, dog. And I don't want that fucker either.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I would rather have George Pickens number 1. My second choice, I would keep Debo either way. Either way, if we get George Pickens or not, I would try to keep Debo because he does something other guys on the team don't do. So I think he adds some value to your team, especially if you're going into it running. I think bring Debo back. I think you go out to George Pickens number 1, and then I go out to Rashid Shaheed if I can't get George Pickens.
I would love Shaheed. Give me Shaheed. He's a deep threat. Shaheed would be nice.
Those would be my guys, bro. I wouldn't if I can't get any of them guys, them 3. I would at that point pick the best receiver in the fucking draft at number 7.
Rashid Shaheed's about to have a Super Bowl ring. He can return kicks and he can play wide receiver. He just took one to the house.
I got 3 primary objectives in the offseason, dog. Edge rusher, wide receiver, free defensive back, free safety, hopefully, dog. And 2 of them can come free agency. And one of them's got to be that number 7 pick in the draft, dog. I don't give a fuck which one you do on which one, dog. But you're going to have to come in there with a receiver that's like an all-star level talent receiver. Or you're going to come up with a defensive back that's an all-star level defensive back, and you're going to have to come up with a defensive end that's an all-star level defensive end. Those are the 3 things you're going to have to do, dog, and re-sign Tressway. Those are the 4 things.
That's a lot of things. That's a lot of things.
Man, it's not because you have all the money in the world to do it, and you have a premium draft pick. You know what I'm saying?
You can really only afford to pay 2. You can only afford to pay 2 big names.
But you also are getting the number 7 pick. Like I said, the 3 things you need to do. Yeah. All 3 need to be premium. You need a DB, an edge rusher, and a receiver. I don't give a fuck how you do any of the 3, dog. But you got money and draft pick. You got to come up with all 3 of them, dog.
Only 6 picks now. 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 6, 7.
That number 7 pick's got to be nailed.
It does. You can't.
It's got to be. I don't care if it's Bain, Caleb Downs, Love, whoever it is, you make at number 7 or trade down from number 7 to get up to get
and turn one of them 3s into a 2.
I don't care if you mortgage a 4, 5, and 6 round picks and then move up and to get fucking Caleb Downs if you try to get up to 4. I don't care what you got to do, dog. Whoever you draft, first round overall, got to start day 1 and be a dog, bro.
Yeah, because Noah Brown's not coming back. It's
Who
Terry.
gives a
It's
fuck?
literally just Terry.
Yeah, I mean, McCaffrey was better than Brown, dog. I'm cool with McCaffrey being the 3 receiver.
How
dog.
many receivers are under contract in Washington? I think it's just Terry.
McCaffrey?
Well, yeah, Luke, yeah, Terry and Luke. But that's it. Treylon Burks isn't. Deebo Samuel is not. Like, there's a lot of gaps to fill, man. You can't do it all in the draft.
Sam's still back to receiver. What the fuck is wait?
Yam says some fans are talking themselves into Eckler and Bill.
I would take Eckler back now if he's healthy.
That was
he
our
was the best player on our
expectation
team.
for week 1.
Yeah. He was the best player on our team when he was healthy, man.
Oh man.
not counting.
Should have kept Bill B-Rob one more year.
Nah.
Yeah.
For what? Again,
Marcus says Ayuk and Treylon Burks. Here's my thing with Ayuk, man.
I don't want him.
He didn't just tear his ACL. Stephon Diggs tore his ACL, and he's in the Super Bowl. Brandon Ayuk tore his ACL, MCL, and there's some meniscus play in there.
And he all right became an asshole afterwards. When he refused to play.
So that's a quadfecta. That's not even a hat trick. That's a quadfecta.
I wouldn't like if they told me I could get him for like $3 million, like a Keenan Allen rate. I would do that.
Yeah, I'm talking about Jeremiah Love, running back, Notre Dame, falls to 7.
You gotta do it. Yam, dude. I've been really. I'm not a huge college football fan outside just watching Louisville and
Bijan Robinson vibes with this guy.
But bro, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I think the worst thing we could possibly do is get a running back. But if you do, it's got to be that guy, right? Like if you go offense, it's got to be Tate or that guy, right?
Yeah.
If you go offense, I don't know.
Jeremiah Love his comp is Jahmyr Gibbs and Reggie Bush. Those are the 2 comps you see him with more than anyone else. I'm just saying, Jeremiah Love is a pedigree. There's one in every draft, and that's the.
I can just feel my Madden fingers twitching whenever you say shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Debo wants to be back. Okay, Jalen Lane Brooks. Oh yeah, Jalen Lane Brooks. Ja'Cory Brooks, the guy we never saw. Didn't even know he was on the team. Phil, you've been shaking your head this whole time. What do you have to say about the wide receiver space?
I really have just been, kind of looking at some of these names. I brought this up last time. Like, I'm interested in like a Wandale, maybe somebody like that. Somebody who makes a lot of catches over the middle, get down the field.
Again, I feel like Wandale Robinson is one of the same kind of guys, though.
Yeah, could be. He's fast. I know he's fast.
He is fast. He does get down the field. I
think Mike Evans.
And he's young. He's still young. That's the other thing. It's that if Gross signs somebody to a contract.
Jalen Naylor might not be that bad.
Romeo Dobbs would be good. Brick ass fucking hands, but he got some doo fucking fingers.
Your boy Tutu Atwell is available.
Christian Kirk balled out at the end of the year.
Yeah, him and Terry are always going to be hitched together for that.
I don't like I said, I don't like
Noah Brown.
When Phil said it got. I don't like the fact that it's just guys who. Everybody you looking at all they need is a chance. I'm tired of going after those kind of guys. I'll pick a nigga that already had a chance and fucking made it.
Hey, Jalen Coker, undrafted guy on Carolina, balled out this year, man.
Who?
Jalen Coker. He was an undrafted guy. Balled out, man. He had a great year. Helped Bryce Young out tremendously. Only got to play 11 games, but
he's going to be playing more if he stays there because Thielen retired.
They love Jalen Coker down in North Carolina. So, all right, let's wrap this up, and now let's talk about.
Hold on, who's out there at safety, dog? When you look at that,
what
free safety?
Okay.
What's Keller down free safety, right?
No, Well, I don't know what he's technically.
Look at safety.
He's just
a lot of your safeties play both now.
DB, they have just DB on there.
No, they got safeties.
Right. Baby,
Cameron Girl coming home. Jaquan Brisker would probably be a good target to get. Jaquan Brisker's pretty strong.
Hey, Byard would be dope. I love that.
Is awesome. Hey, he's gonna be 33 come next season.
Fuck, we love old niggas on Washington.
Reed Blankenship.
And by the way, Wandale Robinson, 92 catches for 1,014 yards last year.
With Jackson Dart and Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson.
Was he a slot though?
I think he's a slot guy.
He plays both.
I don't trust him.
But the safety list is not super strong. Like I wouldn't sleep on Reed Blankenship. He's reliable.
Is that only Strong's?
This is both. You can see S, or further down you see FS, free safeties.
I don't know.
I think it's not really. Let's see. Only one categorized strong safety. Free safeties, only 2 categorized. Jimmy Ward.
I'm assuming because Quan Martin's back there at free, the number one priority would be a strong.
Why can't we just replace Quan
Martin strong? Yeah, I'm saying but I'm just saying
strong. This market's not very strong either.
Yeah. I like Kevin Byard out of that group. He's old, like you said, though. I feel like the draft pick has to be Caleb Downs.
You want to bring back Cam Curl?
I would bring Cam Curl back. You tripping? I liked him.
I like Jaquan Brisker, actually.
Brisker's pretty good.
I like Brisker too.
I wouldn't mind Curl back though, but it's a whole new system with all new people. I don't know if he'll fit. I don't know.
Curl's an aggressive player. I think in an aggressive defense, he would actually fit in. He
made a fantastic play. Versus the Bears for the interception to seal the game in the division.
I just don't see the Rams letting him go.
They probably should resign him.
Unless they got, I don't know what their cap
trade for him. No, he's signed free agent, right?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Yam says, imagine him in a 2-back set with JD5 under center. Talking about Jeremiah Love and what.
Yeah, anybody in a 2-back set with JD5.
Two dangerous backs, not a fullback or a tight end posing as a fullback.
We saw Eckler and fucking Rob back there, and it was dangerous. And
it is dangerous. That's right. But then we stopped running that because Cliff did Cliff things, and we just never saw it again.
Because nigga got hurt.
Marcus said, somebody said we should re-sign De'Ami Brown. Sorry, Phil.
That's his guy.
Sorry, Phil. That's what
somebody said it. Stop the presses. There's an idiot out there. That wouldn't be the first one.
Phil's a hater. Don't hate.
The more I think about it, the more I'm going to miss De'Ami Brown. That guy just brought something so special to the team.
I mean, look, even my AI guy thinks so little of even AI makes so little of De'Ami Brown. They can't even say his name right.
All right, that's enough for the free agency stuff, guys. Let's talk some Bill Belichick. So, as you may or may not heard, Bill Belichick is not going to be a first-round Hall of Famer.
I feel like somebody did something. What did he?
This is atrocious.
I guarantee you. I know what happened.
Yeah, I was like assumed.
So there's two no votes.
You know how most of your sports writers are pretty old guys at this point. Yeah. The ones who are on the Hall of Fame committee. And, they probably have daughters in their 20s that before Bill met his current chick, he was banging.
Yeah.
It's the only explanation I have for that one. And I can usually come up with some with some form of logic on this. I got nothing.
So there's 50 votes. You get 50 votes. You need 40 to be a first ballot. So 11 people, minimum of 11 people, did not vote for him. There's been 25 people who have confirmed I voted for him. Bill Polian, former Colts GM, says, I can't remember if I voted for him. Motherfucker, that means you didn't vote for him.
Come on, bro. Yeah, what the fuck? You can't remember?
My problem is don't instill your values, your personal values on the Hall of Fame voting. It should be off the accomplishments.
You can't remember who you voted for.
Remember. Bill Polian
you need to have your vote taken.
He also said Lamar Jackson should transfer to running back before the draft started. So that dude's
Indiana had a quarterback since.
Exactly.
Call a nigga out of retirement.
And after he lost Peyton Manning, what did you do? Nothing. That's why you retired. So
you got Andrew Luck.
I don't know if he was the GM at that point. He could have been. I don't know. He's a Hall of Fame GM though. That's the thing.
Yeah. First ballot too, by the way.
I don't know. He tried to say that the underlying thing was what Bill Belichick did in Spygate and Deflategate. But my thing is the team has already been punished. They already got comped draft pick. And Bill Belichick was already fined $500,000 for the incident. So it's double jeopardy in a sense.
Honestly, and he got sentenced to a lifetime with that damn girlfriend.
Once you have paid your penance, whatever the sentence is, you don't tack on extra stuff.
Unless you're Michael Vick.
Yeah. And this is what Bill Polian said. I'm going to put this right here so you guys can read it. Former Bills and Colts GM, Patriots rival, told some voters he believed Belichick should wait a year as penance for Spygate. That's messed up. I don't care what it's irrelevant to me. It's not. Don't put your morals on this. And then this is what the NFL came out with today. They are going to possibly remove some of the voters for violating the bylaws. I don't know what the bylaws, what they are, but apparently the selection committee violated the bylaws in voting.
Collusion.
It possibly, or disclosing, or maybe disclosing what the.
By the way, if the NFL removes writers for collusion,
yeah, everybody gotta get in.
I am encouraging one Dan Snyder to file a lawsuit.
I don't even know who the voting members are. It's a mixture of writers and former GMs. Apparently, I thought it was just writers, but apparently it's more than writers. I didn't know.
Put them all in a room like the Catholic priest or Catholic.
Shame.
Yeah, no, they throw them in there with the Pope and just so they get smoke pellets flopping in the sky in black, and then you know who they got in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Tia said they did Bill wrong. Marcus says everyone criticizes Bill at missing the Hall of Fame. I wish someone pulled Joe Jacoby's credentials and asked the voters why he is not Hall of Famers. Here's my thing: they should make all voting public. Like I should know who voted and whether they voted yes or no, because I think that's the most transparent thing to do. Why does it have to be a secretive process like the NBA draft lottery? Why does it have to be behind closed doors? And all of a sudden we just find out the results. Why can't I watch the drafting of the balls? You know what I mean?
They did show that.
Am
I tripping? I've never seen a ping pong balls.
I have not. I still think it's rigged, but that's just me personally. So
just the year we got Patrick Ewing. Other than that, I don't know.
There is one video I do want to show you guys, and this is a kind of a joke about. it's really funny, but it totally explains the problem and the funniness with Bill Belichick not being in the Hall of Fame.
The coach with 222 wins is in the Hall of Fame. Then a coach with 333 would be in the Hall of Fame. No. Why would you think? Just because you're second all-time in wins doesn't mean you're Hall of Fame worthy. But if a coach with 10 playoff wins is in the Hall of Fame, then a coach with 31 playoff wins would be in the Hall of Fame. No. What would you think? Just because he has the most playoff wins of all time doesn't mean he's Hall of Fame worthy. Let's take a step back. So if a coach with 2 Super Bowl appearances is in the Hall of Fame, then a coach with 9 Super Bowl appearances would definitely be in the Hall of Fame? No. What would you think? He would not be in the Hall of Fame. You know, just because you've been to 9 Super Bowls doesn't mean you're Hall of Fame worthy. But if he won the most Super Bowls of all time, then he would have to be in the Hall of Fame. No. Just because you have the most Super Bowl wins doesn't mean you're Hall of Fame worthy. But if all of these accomplishments were done by one coach, then that coach would obviously be in the Hall of Fame. No. What would you think? It's because that coach is Bill Belichick, and the members of the Hall of Fame committee said it's because that's why. So if
it's a silly little skit, I thought it was funny, but I didn't realize he had all those accomplishments. What's up?
I feel like the payoff wasn't funny enough.
It wasn't. I was building and building and building, and then it just kind of ended. I was like, okay, I was expecting more, but the metrics is what I wanted you to see out of that. All of those things.
Yeah.
9 Super Bowl appearances, the most wins of all time, the most playoff wins of all time.
Like, where was that guy in the room when it happened? Like, that guy just, I mean, basically, you after you hear that, then you're like, you know what, you'd have to be a complete jackass not to vote him in. I don't understand. Like,
that's why it should be public. It should be public. We should know.
I don't care if like he slapped my mom, dog. Like right before I voted, it's like I can't deny he's a Hall of Famer. I hate his guts.
That's why it should not be about being a gentleman, whatever. It's about what you did on the field. This is the same thing they did with Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Pete Rose, Barry Bonds should be in the freaking Hall of Fame. These
Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah, A-Rod too. So I don't like the morality being placed upon these. It's like be objective about it.
Unless you rape. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes. Clearly there's some asterisks there.
Yeah,
that's probably a qualifier for one of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Phil, what do you think about Bill Belichick, man? He should be in the Hall of Fame, first ballot.
Yes.
So are you going to keep Tom Brady out? Because he also got caught up in Deflategate.
That's how you know. We're going to see.
I guarantee Tom Brady's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Is Vrabel in the Hall of Fame?
No. Not as a player.
Period.
As a player, I don't think he is.
No, I'm saying, Willie, you think he'll be in there?
He wasn't that good.
Neither was Lynn Swan, but
Lynn Swan is never mind. No, he's in the New England Patriots Hall of Fame. He is not in the big Hall of Fame. So he's a Patriots Hall of Fame guy.
He's a big Hall of Fame. That's sad.
But
apparently he's pissed off too. I'm sure that Bill will get into Canton is what he said. So he took the high road. He should be in. That's all I'm saying.
Man,
I think they're literally holding him out 1 year just as like a
T.O.
We know you did something.
Like they did T.O. You should get in first ballot.
Man, T.O.'s numbers are so dominant, dude. It's like
I wonder what T.O. thinks right now.
He already came out and said because he came out and responded to the tweet about he quote tweeted that if this happened to me, if you're looking at collusion among writers for Bill Belichick, where were y'all in 2016 when I was coming? That's literally what he said in his tweet.
Yeah, but let's be real. Bill Belichick is more deserving of the Hall of Fame. I mean, look, T.O.'s deserving too. Not saying he's not, but if you're literally to rank, then by who's most deserving, Belichick's higher on that list than T.O.
That was probably a top 3-4 receiver.
Oh, 100%.
He's probably a top 2 or 3 receiver, man.
This is what he said. Where was this when they violated these bylaws when it came to me in 2016? He got snubbed 2 years in a row, 16 and 17.
Yeah. Art Monk might have been snubbed more than T.O. though.
Art Monk was snubbed for 15 years.
Here's a fucked up thing about T.O. though, man. T.O.
like 10, but still.
Yeah, but whenever Art Monk retired, he was the best to ever do it though. He was the greatest that ever had done it and had like 3 rings. Yeah. He was the greatest.
Mr.
Like
October.
Jerry Rice was going to be the greatest, you could tell. But
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson is now. It came to Bill Belichick's aid. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Yeah. Terrell Owens said, "You're not missing anything, Reggie." Just like in the White House, a bunch of they get too much power abusing it. Political. Make the Hall of Fame great again. This thing tagging them.
Everybody got me. That's
everything got me compared to politics.
I don't know
everything.
I'm not with it either.
Yeah,
but I'm actually, and clearly this is an issue. So I wonder if the NFL removes these people, whoever they are, for violating bylaws, will they have a revote and then he gets in? Like that's what I want to see next. I don't know. It's a possibility.
Are we gonna have a recall election on the Hall of Fame?
Any Redskins make the Hall of Fame?
This year,
Jacoby made it to the finalists again, and
they haven't announced it. They haven't announced the final winners yet. I don't even know when they do that. To be honest with you,
there ain't no Redskins in it. Ain't watching it, dog.
Jacoby is really the only one eligible, right?
No, Brian Mitchell's probably.
Did he?
I think he gets in 30, dog. I think he gets in that. What's that little commissioners fucking or some shit?
Finalists. Oh, London Fletcher, Brian Mitchell, and Joe Jacoby.
Oh, London Fletcher might get in, bro. I'm watching. He gets I like to see London Fletcher get in.
Joe Jacoby and Henry Ellard.
London Fletcher gonna get in before Bill Belichick, dog.
London Fletcher's probably gonna get in before Joe Jacoby and Brian Mitchell. Brian Mitchell should get in, dude. Like
I can't understand it. All you have to do is say the most yards in the history of the NFL.
Is Devin Hester already in?
Yeah,
he got
in like first ballot too, I think.
Exactly.
He should have got before him.
Brian Mitchell did it before Devin Hester.
He should have got before Devin Hester, though.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The all-time NFL leader in y'all.
Yep. Final topic. Super Bowl this weekend. I'm sorry, a week from this weekend. We got the Patriots. We got the Seahawks at San Francisco, Levi Stadium, the field where, everyone's saying the 49ers are injured because of the power substation that's right next to the practice facility. LOL. But Super Bowl, man, I think the Seahawks are going to rout the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots can stop the Seahawks offense. Patriots had the weakest schedule in the NFL, not taken away from what they did, because we had a very weak schedule last year too. We played 1 billion backup quarterbacks. We won the games we were supposed to win. The Patriots won the games they were supposed to win. So kudos to Drake and the team for making it. Mike Vrabel back in New England. But I don't know about you guys. I think this is the Seahawks game to lose, personally.
Yeah, me too.
I don't see.
You get that week 16, 2025, week 17, 18, Sam Darnold, you might fucking lose.
From previous years.
From previous,
the choke artist.
This one.
Yeah, he choked in Minnesota.
Yeah, last 2 games of the year.
Yeah, he couldn't beat Detroit, and he lost first round in the playoffs. And they were the best team in the NFL up to that point, which is crazy. But I think he's turned the corner. I love Sam Darnold. He's played fantastic the whole season.
Who would imagine you have a draft where you have Josh Allen,
Baker Mayfield,
Lamar
Darnold, and Lamar Jackson,
and Sam Darnold's going to get the Super Bowl ring first.
Ain't that wild?
You got like 3 MVP candidates.
That's
like
so
2
wild.
MVP winners.
Yeah,
like 3 MVP trophies. And a bunch of Pro Bowls and All Pros of Baker Mayfield and shit also included there. And then Sam Darnold swoops right across the Super Bowl.
And it's him and Baker have great arcs. Like they both went. Like, people don't realize how many teams both of those guys went to.
All of them did well except Rosen.
No, but but I mean, Baker went from the Browns to Carolina to LA. He came off, played 1 week, played LA. Like, Baker did this bouncing. Sam Darnold did the same thing, and he found his way. It's just, I love the Baker and Sam Darnold redemption. So
high draft picks. They go second. High draft picks keep getting the benefit of the doubt, bro.
That's right. And then you could be Sam Howell, 6th round pick, have one okay year, and all of a sudden you're chopped liver.
What's the quarterback of the Packers going to get his shot?
Guy from Liberty University.
Not Cam Ward.
No, because he came from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Liberty University, Malik Willis.
Yeah, anything can happen. That's why you can't give up. Hey, Daniel Jones,
Danny Dimes.
Yeah, like, you can't give up on people, dog.
Yam says Seattle by 10.
Hey, look, Caleb Williams. People are trying to give up on him after 1 year.
The official spread I'm seeing on Yahoo Sports is 4.5. And it's neutral territory, so it's legit 4.5.
What's your FanDuel gonna look like, bro?
I have not placed a bet in actually like 2 months. I lost for like 3 or 4 weeks in a row. I was like, you know what? I'm done.
Man, I'm taking a break. I was sitting there that fucking 1 week.
Taking a break. Yam says Drake May continues to prove me right. Drake May has been fantastic. He's been great. He's mobile. He's been healthy. He's making all the throws, and he's not doing it with a whole lot of talent outside of Stephon Diggs.
I don't know, man. Like, you feel that way, man, but that dude's got like 6 interceptions or 6 fumbles and 3 interceptions.
Sam Darnold led the NFL in turnovers. So,
damn. Well, yeah,
Did you know that?
Anybody talking about him as the MVP of the year, though?
You can't lead the NFL in turnovers and win the MVP. You just cannot. Right. I don't care. So I think the MVP is going to be Drake May. I think it's going to be.
I think it's going to be Stafford, bro.
Or Matthew Stafford. Yes. So yeah, correct me. Matthew Stafford or Drake May. Sam Darnold is in the conversation, but he can't win it if you've led the NFL.
I never have liked
14 turnovers.
Overrated. But I can't say that anymore if he wins Super Bowl, and he's got Super Bowl and a ring,
Yeah.
Or Super Bowl and MVP, I guess, maybe. I can't really say it, but
he's been great, man. Remember him and Jaden both coming out, durability. He was a baller in high school. I saw a video of him playing basketball in high school. Drake May was a baller in high school.
6'5", 6'6".
UNC guy. Him and Sam Howell are best friends, man. It's crazy. Phil, Super Bowl. What's your thoughts, man?
Another guy you can't give up on.
Phil, I won't give up on Phil.
This is not one of the Super Bowls where I really, kind of wish Bane would appear.
Everything just falls into the ground.
Not as much as the first time these two played.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hated those iterations of the Patriots and Seahawks way more.
Yeah.
But objectively speaking, I think this is Seattle's game to lose.
Yeah, I agree.
Too much firepower. You're not going to the elements at play either. Nothing like that. So I think just when it comes down to it, it's I think Seattle's going to win. I don't think it's going to be a particularly high scoring game. It's going to be a battle. Patriots are tough, but I think you're going to see. I don't have a point score at this point, but if you see Seattle win by 3 to 6 points, probably be about it. That's where I'm at right now with that.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be more than a touchdown though.
Did you guys see the so last year when the season ends, the NFL post before you go into the season, like here's the Super Bowl, whatever we're on, and then location. Did you guys see the photograph they posted last September?
Yes.
Have you seen it, Dev? Have you seen it, Dev?
No.
All right, I'm going to show you. So here's the photograph.
Everything is scripted.
Here's the photograph they posted, right? And
Week 1.
If you can see it, it's going to zoom in. Look who's all the way in the front.
Closest to trophy.
Is that not the most wildest thing you've ever seen in your life? Sam Darnold and Drake May are at the front. Now, tinfoil hat theory, whatever. But there's a lot of people on this list.
Remember, a couple years in a row, the color scheme of the logo matched the two teams that were in.
I mean, Sam Darnold and Drake May. That is just
you know how to place your bet next year, right?
Wait till they post the photo and then say that's who I'm gonna do. Who I'm gonna do. It was just, I could be ironic, could be not. I don't know. It was just kind of funny, but
Bad Bunny now happened a couple years in a row.
Yeah, something like that.
Where something's happened where it's like, hold on a second.
Yeah. Yam says Drake May has a 103.1 career rating so far. Yeah, he's living up to all the expectations, man.
I'll take my apologies from everybody else right over here.
And
I'm happy we got JD5, but a bunch of people told me that Drake May was, dog water.
Oh yeah, tons.
Was trash,
tons,
and everything else. And
we thought that's who we was going to pick.
I said that
we would argue with Todd about this. Remember, we'd argue with Todd about this all the time.
I said that the weird thing about Jaden is that Jaden's more ready now, but Drake has greater potential, but he also has a greater potential to be a bust.
Yeah,
I stand by the fact that I said that then, and I feel vindicated because I said, dude could be great.
Yeah,
if he's coached right, and he was, and look what's happened.
Yeah, good coaching goes a long way.
And Jaden was great in 2024, and if it weren't for injuries and between him and everybody else, might have had a great 2025. Don't know, can't say, but I feel comfortable with that too. So
it is what it is. But the Cliff,
I like being right. I just don't like the fact that Todd Samuel's not here to eat it.
Well, the question is, so how much did Cliff play in drafting Jaden Daniels? I know it was an organizational decision. They said that, but I'm sure Cliff was like, I got something for this kid. We can be great. And now he's gone 2 years later. And now David Blau has Jaden. You have what you have. You've seen what he can do. You know his strengths and weaknesses. It just, Cliff being gone, it just makes me just kind of wonder. And it's funny, Cliff has not gotten a job. He has not gotten a job. I'm worried he's going to go to the Giants and be Harbaugh's OC, but he has not gotten a head coaching job. So now I really believe that he got fired. I don't know if they mutually parted ways. No one's picked up Cliff Kingsbury. He's not a hot ticket item.
It's amazing because he actually showed an ability to change his coaching style. Like he's got some adaptability. People didn't think he had that.
Yeah, he just doesn't like to run the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he does. It's at the wrong time.
Wrong time. Yeah.
I'll never forget the cracker comments.
Glazers. Yeah. I still have receipts of people who just trash Drake May, but I'll save those for another day.
Todd disappeared a lot post draft. We gotta understand that Todd went back to his JD5 goon cave.
Yeah. Well, once he got injured and stopped playing, we never saw Todd again. So
we stopped seeing Todd midway through 2024.
I know, man. I miss him. I want to see him. I have to message him.
I think Todd went back to his goon cave with the Jergens.
Now he's doing. He's down in Louisiana.
He's down there with his just staring at LSU poster.
Yeah, they struggled this past year too.
In one hand.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, we almost had a national championship.
Almost. Those days are gone. All right.
Elizabeth.
I'm going to wait. Are we underwater? We're good?
You're good.
All right. Weekly live stream in the books. You guys can find this replay on any of the audio podcast platforms. Make sure you hit that like button for us. And next week, not sure we're going to talk about. We'll probably have some more news from the coordinator front and probably more Super Bowl hype coming up.
I'll try to have a Super Bowl prediction. Oh, I won't be here at the next podcast.
That's okay. The show must go on, Phil. The show must go on. We've done.
I will be in Alabama.
Alabama. What's in Alabama?
So down in Huntsville, it's my son's Christmas present. I took him
concert. That's right.
I'm taking him to this '90s country all-star show that he is super hyped for, and it's like 23 artists all in one night. So they're gonna get up there, play a couple hits, get off the stage. And I'm like, that's cool. And I'm gonna try to check out the Space Center down there.
Oh yeah. That should be pretty awesome. And it's gonna get even bigger, man. They're about to move a shit ton of more people there.
I'm excited about getting the dome. The sphere there in DC, baby.
Yeah, it's a mini sphere. It's gonna hold a lot less people. But
I know they talked about putting either in DC or Nashville, and it ended up being DC.
Yeah, we get the second one ever. Harbor. It's pretty cool, man.
I've been to the real one.
It would have fit in Nashville.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet it would have too. Dude, the amount of live music is there. Yeah. It probably would have been a better venue in Nashville.
Honestly, I think it would. I don't know if anybody else.
The nickname is Nash Vegas.
Nash Vegas. It's dope. It's like Hillbilly Vegas.
Yeah.
No hookers, but you know.
San Antonio, Austin, and Nashville, man.
Yeah, they're basically
music.
Sisters. They're basically
wonderful places for music.
Yeah. All kinds of music too. Like
yeah. Same with all.
Yeah, I mean, you go to Nashville, you can see anything. It ain't just country music, but
comedy scene is probably one of the top 2 or 3 right now going.
Yeah,
so in this country, absolutely.
Yeah,
but I mean, I think it's a good thing they're really, really trying to make National Harbor a thing.
They are. They're trying hard.
I just can't wait to when DC tries to annex it. Because they're going to be like, damn, we are losing so much tax revenue right now.
So Bob Dolan's going to own that one too?
What's up?
Dolan, the Knicks owner, owns the Sphere in Vegas.
No, he owns this one too.
Okay, that's what
it's all his. That was in the article I read.
DC, I can't wait till DC tries to annex National Harbor. Be like, it wouldn't be here if it weren't for us. Give us that tax money.
That's right.
You know it's coming.
You are the dumbasses who don't want to legalize gambling. So, I mean, you did it in a very limited fashion in your sports books, but you can't let people place bets on their phones. Like, come on. What are you doing, DC?
I don't know anything about that. I live in Virginia.
Yeah, you're good. My friend in Texas can't do it either. They haven't legalized sports betting in Texas.
Oh, you know what's funny is that now all these articles come out from the same people 20 years ago who got mad when they banned online poker are now saying sports betting is the worst thing that's happened in society. We need to ban it. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
All these people are going into debt. That's their fault.
Take some personal responsibility. Let's do that.
At some point, if someone screws up, we got to look at it and be like, you did that, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You did that.
Phil will not be here next week. Dev and I will carry on, and we'll have a good time. And we look forward to seeing everyone. Thank you for all who tuned in. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the interaction. Have a great night. Be safe if you're getting covered in snow. Hope you guys can get thawed out soon. Not happening too much, but we'll catch you guys next week. Peace. Inhale. Let the off season continue. We out.